So continuing to explore agent development kit from Google, um, and the multi-agent pattern that we'll see now is a sequential agent. So the sequential agent is a workflow agent that executes its subagents in the order they are specified in the list. Right? Think of it more like a prompt chain type of pattern. Right? And this is what we'll develop now. We'll see a code to see how we can create a sequential multi-agent system using ADK. This is the documentation, right? I would leave this documentation for you to read. Again, as I mentioned, it's an event loop, right? And the way it works is when the sequential agents run async method is called, it performs the following actions. Iteration, it iterates through the subagents list in the order they are provided. So we'll see in the code when we mention this agent, we give it in a certain order. And for each subagent in the list, it calls the subagent's run async method, right? So in the runner, you'll see that there is a run async method. The run async method of the subagent is then called to execute this subagents, right? So let's now go to the code that I have written. So the use case here is that I'll have three agents. One is a research agent. I'll give it a topic on which it needs to do some research. A reviewer agent will take the research content and further try to enhance the content of what the researcher agent has done. And finally, I have a LinkedIn poster that will take the research content, create a title for the research and make it suitable for LinkedIn post, right? So let's see how I have created it, right? So I am using GPT-4o OpenAI. I created a light LLM abstraction. This is my first agent, which is the name is research agent. Instruction is you will research on a provided topic and share the output of research. Output key, right? So this is how I'm passing the context to the next agent. So the output of this will be that state will be pushed to output key. And then when I'm coming to the reviewer agent, I'll say you are an expert reviewer. You will review the below provided content and make changes to make the content more engaging and impactful. And this is where I am giving this the output of the previous agent. I'm providing it here, right, through the shared state, right? And then the LinkedIn poster is this is the agent, right, which which is so it's an expert, right? I'm saying you are an expert writer of articles in LinkedIn. You'll be provided with the research content. You will need to create an impactful title for the content. You will also format the content, aligning it to, let's see if, yeah, there is a spelling mistake, aligning it to LinkedIn article format. The final title and content output must be ready to be posted in LinkedIn. And this is where I plug in the content output key, right? For the previous agent is reviewed content, right? And then finally, I create a sequential agent pipeline where I name the pipeline. This is the sequence in which I want the agents to run. First, the research agent will run, then the reviewer agent, then the LinkedIn poster, right? And before I am ready to deploy it in production, I want to test it out, right? So through in this recording, we'll also see how we can do agent debugging using ADK. We'll use ADK debug for that. But for debugging, you must have you must write the code in a certain format. Like for example, I need to have a root agent, a root underscore agent. That should be the name of the variable, and the sequential pipeline. And I created a separate folder called sequential agent, and the init, and I I put it under agent.py, and in the init I said from dot import agent, right? So in the initialization of that, I'm importing this from this current folder. I'm importing agent, right? And then the logic is under the sequential agent folder, right? Now we'll run ADK web. To run the ADK web, we'll have to be on a um, like my I should be on the directory just before this sequential agent, right? So if you see, I am in agent dev kit, right? Agent dev kit. Within that, I have sequential agent, right? So I'll say ADK web, right? So under ADK web, now it will list down all the agents that are currently written in this format. It will show all those things. It will automatically create a UI for me. And now here I can go, and this is my sequential agent, right? Let's say I wanted to um, research on quantum physics, right? So it will start. Now I can see how the different agents will work together. This is similar to LangGraph Studio. Um, it's like an agent debugging. So okay, so the first agent. So if I click on it, so this is the events, right? The first event happened. If I click on it, you'll see how the agents are now connected, right? So I have the code pipeline. Actually, I named it code pipeline because I took the example from the code pipeline. I should actually say LinkedIn post pipeline agent, right? And what I'll do is I will control C, I'll start it again. Yeah, that is the problem of copy pasting. So I'll say ADK web and we'll start it again. I'll go to sequential agent, I'll say quantum physics, quantum physics, right? It will start now. And okay, it is creating a session. It's similar to the concept of LangGraph Studio. So the first agent is running now. The first agent is my research agent, right? So LinkedIn post pipeline agent. The research agent, after the research agent, the reviewer agent will run. So let's make the content more engaging, impactful. So it has started reviewing it and making it better, right? So this is the reviewer agent. And finally, the LinkedIn agent. The LinkedIn agent is the agent which I told to create a title. See, it has created a title now and made it suitable for LinkedIn post, right? So if I click on it, I'm into the LinkedIn agent now, right? So this is my final output, right? This is the way I can do some debugging, right? So I can see the like the state in the states of the research content came in first, right? The research content went to the next agent. Then I have the reviewed content, right? And finally, I have the LinkedIn content, right? And the sessions, this is my session, right? If I want to create another session, I can do a new session, right? So that's it about sequential agent. I am going to now work on parallel agent. Thank you.